What's up, Jared Tones? Hope you all are well and in good health out there. So for those of you who new around here, I am Jaren. I am a voice teacher, speech trainer, and the founder and owner of this illustrious studio, the Jaren M. LeCRESIA Studio. Y'all have asked for her so many times on this channel, and I love her dearly. She has a wonderful voice and so much control over her instrument, and God rest her soul. I'm so excited to talk about this wonderful instrument and this awesome soprano, might I add. And I know there's certain videos that are super popular of hers, but I wanted to find a video that focused a lot more on her vocals and things like that. So I found this video years ago that I loved watching years ago. So I said, why not do an analysis on this video that I enjoyed so many years ago? So here is LECRESIA Campbell singing Blessed Assurance.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine.
So anybody starting out a song in this key that high, you know they're about to rock something. Imagine sitting in that church and the sheet, Blessed Assurance, and you're starting there. You're starting there. That means we usually have somewhere to go if we're starting Blessed Assurance, Jesus is mine. Like, oh, we gonna start there. And she also decided to do aspirate onsets in the head voice super high. And getting that nasal consonant, mine. She is so good at this stuff. She is so good at that diminuendo in this part of her voice. To me, she sounds like a coloratura up there. All that control and the moving that she can do freely up there. And you can still hear consonants up in this part of her voice. A lot of times when we sing high like this, or when people get up there, a lot of times they forget to use their consonants, or they omit or lessen the consonants. There's nothing wrong with doing that, because sometimes you need to do that for the sake of the voice or acoustics, the science of sound within our voice. But she can still make consonants happen even up in this part of her voice. And that comes to show you how good she is and how effortless this is for her. I mean, you see she's kind of just standing and smiling. Blessed assurance. It's like it's nothing. Meanwhile, we be like, oh, trying to work to get up there, and she just, oh yeah, this is cool, I got it. Again, she's starting here. We ain't even gone to the end of the song yet. She starts here. So she really dropped that larynx down as she went, I'm an heir of salvation. And I think that smile is helping her keep the sound where she wants it to. Because again, singing in the smile can help you breathe a little more brightness in your voice and a little more brightness in your approach, which helps higher notes. You notice a lot of people with higher voices, including me, we tend to sing like this, way more spread, bitey, smiley. Exhibit A right here. She's a little more spread, a little more smiley. And letting that smile keep that soprano voice where she wants it to be. And she's really being very delicate in the way she's approaching this, you know?
I've been purchased.
Now she's wearing her thicker folds right here. So she's wearing her thicker folds right here, kind of make it a little bit more bratty and whiny right here. A little bit more twang in that chest voice right there. But she also kind of brings it down deep and drops the lyrics. It kind of gets more open and tilts that cricoid just a little bit.
Part of the song that I like. This is
She had that space. Ooh, now stop. That jaw was dropped. Molars were apart. Story. She kept that same space as she migrated through the story. He. It had little aspirate stops. He. And she went to that Y sound or the E sound of story. It was long. That high long was long. This is my. So she kind of kept everything, that smile, that bright smile I keep talking about. This is my story all the day long. It's that same stuff that I'm talking about. Keeping that mouth open and bright. And she shot up there like it was nothing. I'm not going to try to attempt to sing that part. See, I can't do it. I know. Kinda, it's there, but it's not there. I think if I were to practice this, I could probably do it. But anyway, but you see how high that is. And she shot up there like it was nothing, right? So good. You notice when she does my, every time she does that my, it reminds me of like a meow, like a cat almost. I am certified in Esther voice training, and a lot of times we talk about doing sirens and myrens and things like that. Sirens are the that kind of stuff. So within that, you have to learn how to do it in thin folds, or kind of understand how to do it really softly in thin folds. And so she does that here. And that my. And sometimes the prompt of doing that in the Esther voice training is acting like a cat, like meowing like a cat. And so some people, that prompt helps them find that space within here. And she does it every time. My story. Just saying how she kind of really brings those thin folds and kind of really my story. And really kind of doing stuff like that. Her words, like she's really letting us hear consonants up there. Again, not everybody can do it like that. That is really cool. I would have loved to hear her sing "Rejoice, O Daughter of Zion" from Handel's Messiah. I bet she would have killed that. Did you notice her breathing? It wasn't low and diaphragmatic and everything like a lot of people say. It was a little bit higher. It was a little bit higher up here. If you notice that, those shoulders kind of moved, that chest kind of moved a little bit. Every time I think about it or something like that, I'll give you the glory. So she's again saying words, and she's ministering and really singing the song, and this is how she ministers, going up to these notes and singing these notes. She came up from that high whistly kind of tone and really kind of came back down and really kind of got low. She reminds me more of a soprano-y Callie Day. Just kind of a more of a soprano, kind of a higher voice Callie Day, if you will, and how she's approaching it, how she goes through her registers and things so seamlessly. You know, she kind of, and I'm sure Callie Day can hit these notes too. I'm just saying this is kind of higher, you know, like a higher version of Callie Day in this performance right here.
I'm just praising my Savior. I'm giving him the glory.
I'm giving you the glory. So she really dropped that larynx, came down. I'm giving you the glory. My grandmother used to do that. My grandmother was a top tier soprano. Like, she was kind of heady like this. You know, kind of like that. And my mom sings the same way. Her daughter, my mother, sings the same way. And so we have recordings of my grandmother. She passed away when I was 5 years old, and she was near and dear to all of us. And we have recordings of her singing. And she used to sing God is Standing By. You know, Walter Hawkins, everywhere you go, there is trouble. So my nana was that kind of singer, okay? And the apple don't fall far from the tree. So the vamp, he'll hear you when you pray. Yeah, he'll hear you when you call. Yeah, he'll catch you before you fall. He rolled the clouds away. She would drop down and do that. He rolled the clouds away. He'll hear you when you pray. She'll come down there, then he'll roll the clouds away. He'll hear you when you pray. He'll hear you when you call. And then she'll migrate up back to like her headier voice, the kind of higher stuff. Ooh, my God, that kind of stuff. So I used to love listening to those recordings of my grandmother doing that, and she's doing it right here, kind of like that, dropping down in that chest voice stuff, but then still accessing that head voice high stuff. And using this much of your range gives you a lot of range to use versus just singing a chest voice, just singing a head voice. Vocal use is not linear. You don't have to go this way. You can do different parts of your voice, and it's all one voice. It's just working in different ways. So don't think if I have to switch to head voice, or if I have to flip or flip down, means I'm cheating. You're not cheating. It's just you're using your voice in many different ways. Some people are more headier singers. Some people are more chestier singers. She's just using all of her range versus just singing head voice, just singing chest voice. She's using everything, you know?
I don't know about you. I'm giving him my praises.
So if you enjoyed this analysis, click subscribe down below, then click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted. And as I will always continue to say to you, be vocally bold, creative and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. All right, y'all. See y'all soon.